What's up,
John.
John? What's up, John?
Whoa!
Now
Hey,
recording.
John. Fuck you. No more up dog.
You
Now
just
we're-
cost us our
Never-
fucking level up, John.
What-
You just cost
what
us our
about
fucking level up.
Sunseed? But what about Stunseed?
No way. Also,
I
yeah.
never heard Craig say that before, and it really threw me off.
Hi, Craig.
Feel like in Black Mirror.
As we
Now
begin,
recording.
does anybody have a fun fact about their character they want to share?
Oh.
Fun fact about Harlow, he does not like feeling like a well-done steak.
Hang on, I need to get my list.
Delta's fucking sick of being chomped, that's for sure. Like, what's
It's
this?
actually-
The third time? The third fucking time, Ian?
Potentially.
Flynn actually thoroughly enjoyed his journey into being stoned.
It's the
Delta,
first
no,
time, yeah.
I think we'd all rather be stoned in a different way than currently how it is.
Oh, for sure.
Very true.
I have one.
Go on.
Oh, I'm just deciding which one to say.
My favorite, I forgot everyone's name. Valen's favorite song is Wonderwall.
No, lies. Okay, I've decided. So Valen has a scar on the bottom of his left foot from jumping out of his bedroom window as a teenager to sneak out, where he caught it on a bit of broken roof tile.
Can I
Live on the
ask,
first floor.
can I ask a follow-up question?
Mhm.
Go on.
Is the scar on the bottom of the foot in the shape of the word Andy?
No. No,
Okay.
it's not.
Okay. Well, we're all here. Last session, we had a little bit of a TPK, where y'all were ripped to shreds by a beholder.
We sure were.
Technically, I wasn't ripped to shreds by a beholder. I was just melted.
You were
I don't
melted
know.
on fire by a beholder. Everyone else
I-
was
Grilled
essentially
steak.
ripped to
All of that
fucking
lava
shreds.
swirlies.
So that was fun. That was new. And that's where we're you guys were ripped to shreds by a beholder and went to hell. All of you came to at the exact same time in hell, stood up, and saw this golden energy crackling over a pit. And what you did not expect to see were 4 trees, identical to the 4 mother trees that you've seen in Ascalon, surrounding this pit where the energy seems to be emanating from. Inside, you heard roars and cries of fighting as the mother tree's spirits appeared to you all and said, "What are you doing? You're not supposed to be here yet. It's time to go home. This is going to cost you something, but it's for you to go home." And as they flashed you with great, strong, golden, powerful energy, woke in your bodies. But as that blackness and hell faded from your eyes, you see this huge demon springing up from a lapse in the bubble that surrounded it, crying freedom. And that's where we're going to pick up. You guys burst awake with a crash, rumble, and essentially explosion.
I like how they said we're not supposed to be in hell yet.
Yeah, like that was the first question that Valen was going to ask when he got back. Was anyone else concerned that the place that we went after we died was hell?
I'm not shocked.
I was about to say, neither is Bruce.
I'm a bit shocked. I
If
don't
you're
think
shocked, I would like look at who you're with and then reevaluate that shock.
So
You all
Harlow
back
can't say
alive.
anything because
The beholder
still
is dead on
rotting
the
in hollow.
ground.
oh, Sick.
No, you are all alive, all in a circle in the center of the room. The beholder lies dead upon your feet. The
Ew.
explosion that brought you back appears to have killed him.
Not cool.
I mean,
So we
Also-
so we just no you'd him.
Yes.
Tweet
Essentially.
Uno reverse card.
Uno
It-
reverse card.
a light breeze could have killed the beholder at this point.
Yep, the beholder had 4 hit points.
Okay,
Left.
that
You're
Now-
welcome.
now, is the beholder in hell? Is the real question.
Make an arcana check.
It better
I'm a
be.
little upset about this, Ian, because I wanted to have Flinth do that Omayo Amo moment. We talked about-
Do I want to remind you who was the last one standing and almost fully killed him?
Very true.
Me.
Yes, you're
Almost
very, you're
lost my
very.
power.
It definitely wasn't Harlow because Harlow hung above the lava, just drowning.
Yes, we know grilled steak. It's okay.
Mhm.
In the end, there was Pat.
Yes. Public roll, thank you.
Perfect. Yeah, probably in hell.
Sweet.
Good.
So we'll
riddance.
see him soon then.
You'll see him soon.
Excellent. I
Yeah.
can't wait to spend the rest of eternity beating its ass.
So are we back at full health then?
No, you all are at 1 hit point,
Oh,
Great.
actually revivified.
Good.
Lovely.
love
It's
that.
a little bit
word.
it's a little bit different mechanically,
Yes.
because you're all in hell and it's been more than a minute. So I mean, let me think.
Well, Pell
Well,
saved and was
you
killed
can
last.
work like that because they did that in Critical.
So this is like kind of mechanically something I'm creating.
We
it
love
is-
new things.
Because it's between Revivify and Raise Dead. You're not
Oh.
gonna have you're not having the penalties that Raise Dead has on you. You just all have 1 hit point, but there is a higher cost that happened.
Called Daddy's Blessing.
Oh, we're all sterile now.
You don't know yet.
Hey,
You can
Wait.
check and see.
But
I would
Flinth
like,
already was.
Yep.
I would like to
Reverse.
find out that higher cost. I'm concerned now.
Okay.
So the Beholder's dead, right?
Beholder is dead, and before you lies a patch of Pugio's Edge.
What do you know?
The
The
flower.
Oh,
Don't touch the
The
flowers.
special flower that kills you.
I forgot about the flower.
Yes, so Flinth is going to be absolutely walking a little bit closer to the flowers, but he's going to be summoning a mage hand to be trying to procure the core.
Okay. Let's see here.
So as not to actually having to
Yeah.
touch the.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Arlo, to make sure that the Beholder is dead, takes a whack at it.
It squishes.
Hey, Ian,
Yes.
can I check that Storm Singer is still on me?
Yeah, absolutely. Investigation check.
Oh, I'm gonna do the same.
I'm gonna do the same on all of my stuff too.
Investigation. Where is it?
I'm gonna do insight to see if I feel any different.
Okay.
Oh. Well, shit.
Got a 6. 11. Okay.
How did I roll a 2?
I'm also going to start asking you guys to read out your rolls since we are recording.
Oh, I got 12.
I got a 6.
Pell rolled a 17. He wants to see if he has an idea of what the cost was of us coming back.
Sure. We'll start with Glenn or Valen. Your sword is on your back.
Oh, thank fuck.
Harlow, you do not feel any different, except you do feel significantly weaker. But you kind of attribute that to being dead.
Okay.
Delta, all of your physical possessions are in place. Pell,
Amazing.
you know that raising, and as a cleric specifically, you know that raising the dead has a material cost that typically involves gems.
Yeah, well, Pell's going to be checking his pockets and the bag of holding.
Oh, it's a good
See if he
hacking
doesn't see
job.
anything.
It's a good
As you
hacking
go-
job we had gems, huh?
As you go into the bag of holding, you do see that the gem bag appears to be significantly decreased.
the gems along Harlow's armor were they removed?
No,
Okay.
you have a $50,000 bag of gems that has basically, I think it only had about 300 taken out of it at one point, or 3,000 taken out of it at one point.
I used 3 diamonds.
Yes, you use 300 gold of diamonds from that. It's almost empty.
I know he tapped into it for Pell's sword too.
Yes, you did a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah, not the whole thing. Yeah.
So it is, but it is essentially empty.
Well,
If
then
you
Pell's
need
gonna
to take some time to look into it and see exactly and count it. But it is significant from what it was.
Whew.
Pell's going to use his knowledge of the ages to give himself proficiency with investigation,
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
and then is going to look around for the beholder's stash if it has one
Okay.
valuable.
Rex did say he was using Mage Hand to pull the bud from the flower.
Yes, Flainth is definitely doing that. What is any rolls that you want me to do for that?
You cast Mage Hand and begin to move it over, and it does not seem to have an effect.
Great.
Mage Hand, with your basic knowledge, Mage Hand cannot activate a magical item, and it
And
appears
this is considered magical.
enough magic to be considered a magical item.
But we're trying to activate it?
I mean,
Activate essentially plucking the specific piece of it. It's unable to do so.
would wearing gloves work?
You don't know. Hell, looking around, you do not see a stash really. There are about 50 golds scattered around here just on the ground, but that appears to be close to where these skeletons on the ground lie.
Question.
Yes.
What part of the flower exactly do we need?
The
When
core
looking at the
specifically.
flower- Yeah, you're seeing essentially what appears to be 3 leaves, 3 silvery leaves that all upwards and point in on themselves a little bit, that have very sharp edges.
I don't
And
know why.
inside that is a red and yellow spotted bud that is that you're trying to reach.
And the
So
bud
can
is
we
what we
cut off
need.
the-
Right?
Yes.
Can I try to druid craft a gust of wind to move the feathers down?
Sure.
The feathers, the petals.
You can certainly try.
What would you like me to roll on that?
Just it's really nothing for that. You're just casting it, right?
Yeah.
I just want to see Druidcraft. It does not seem.
Pod open, a leaf bud bloom,
It is a harmless sensory effect.
a puff of wind.
Yeah, the leaves do not move.
Okay.
So Bruce is going to take a sword and try to chop off the leaves.
Ooh,
Okay, make an attack roll.
Oh no! Oh no! I can't watch.
Pell steps away from this happening.
You need
Steve!
it. You need it, fucking Steve. Isn't Steve your dad's name in the game?
It might be.
I thought I fucking thought.
No, wait. Is Steve the magic sword?
Yes.
What is Steve? What is the voice of Steve? I want to know his voice now.
Oh, I don't know that.
Start thinking from now on. Steve's gonna have a voice.
Oh, jeez.
My God!
Your choice, Kyle.
Like-
22 I'll say 22 definitely hits. And it goes ding and kind of makes a mark, but not a significant one. It does not cut through the leaves.
Hey, what the fuck? That flower.
Steve
It's
can
a
Oh.
magical item.
Carlo
Magic
looks at
items are very difficult to damage.
Flank and goes, "Any other plans?"
Well, we should probably do something about our low health.
Do we have anything left to heal with?
Yeah, we're all out of spell slots. He's Pell is. I have
I'm
medicine. I could try
Hey,
that.
Harlow, make a perception check for me.
or do
With
you want to use
advantage.
my passive perception?
No, I don't. I want you to make a perception check with advantage.
Let's see what a 12 perception gets me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 28.
Yeah.
The air in here is noticeably fresher and cleaner than it was when you first entered.
Oh, the reality effects are wearing off.
The who, what, where now effects?
Beholders. Metagaming.
Oh, like the magic cone. Okay.
Well, yeah, but they distort reality in general around them.
Ah, yes.
With a
Harlow.
28, Harlow, there's a fucking hole in the ceiling. Fresh air is pouring from it.
That was a good explosion.
I would like to remind everyone that we are underneath a mountain.
How high is the hole?
About 15 feet up.
How long is the hole?
It's about 8 feet by 8 feet. What are you doing with that?
What I was thinking was like in like a non-damaging, like everyone can use this to climb as like a grapple rope.
That's great, but we still haven't got what we came for.
I would say it would not work just because it's a attack.
That's fair.
Pell's gonna go grab his rope.
Okay.
I'm sorry for the sniffling. It's very cold.
No, you're fine, Meg.
And then Pell is going to tie the rope to getting feedback. Tie the rope to I guess an arrow and then shoot that up the hole.
Okay. You hear a cling as it strikes the wall. Flinth, make a nature check for me with Pugio's edge.
I'm gonna give him guidance.
D4 then. Or is it a D6?
D4.
D4.
D's nuts.
You wish. Your D4.
I'll roll that.
Hey.
A 15 is what you needed.
Heck yeah!
Nice.
Flinth, this is basically needs to be done by hand.
Right.
In order to get the bud out.
The sword was connected to my hand.
Some of the blades, you can see that some of the blades are pointed in and would make it harder. Some of the blades are straight up and down between planes, which would make it easier. The easier DC is 15 on a straight dexterity check to reach in, hit the bud, and pull it out. With a 15,
Okay.
you also understand that you only need one for the use in your potion.
Although one of these very rare plants worth probably lots of money.
This one right here is the hardest with the leaves pointed in the most. This one at the bottom here is the easiest with the leaves pointing straight up.
Okay. So Flainth is going to pass this information along to the group, and he's going to ask for volunteers.
Sorry, what did you say the roll was?
It is a straight dexterity check, DC 15.
Yeah, I haven't had very good luck with. I'm not very dexterous, so
I can try.
Yeah, Pel could too. He has good dexterity. I think Delta's actually at 1 point higher though. Or
Yeah, I have a
Delta's
creative
it's
deck.
something for hands. I mean to say, not points.
I feel like Harlow with big elephant hands would not be good for
Flainth
this.
is would Flainth be willing to, or Flainth is definitely willing to like assist in any way he can in this, but he literally has a 0 modifier for Dex. So
If any way that you want that you think of that you can assist, I would allow advantage. Just let me know how you want to try and assist them.
Harlow
It's
is
basically
giving
going to be a
guidance.
skills challenge. So the more people help them, the lower the DC, or if it will give advantage, and it could lower the DC.
Harlow is giving guidance by just like trying to calm the whoever is doing it their nerves.
Okay.
Who has the best surgeon hands? Who plays Operation the best?
Okay, not Delta. Well, Delta's got a
Delta's the
big
one with the
paws.
fucking hand.
do you know? Do you know what?
Oh,
I was
That's
just
just-
trying to think of the name of the game, like the name of Operation, and I went to Google it, and I put in, "What's the name of the shocky surgery game?"
That is such a better game.
That is about right.
That is the game that would be at Poundland.
Continue.
So Delta, are you the one that's doing it?
Yeah, go on then.
So you have guidance. Is anybody else assisting in any way?
Flainth is going to try to use different parts of his herbalism kit. I'm sure that there's like different tools inside of that kit that allow you to make more precise cuts and things like that.
Meg,
With
do
the
you have any
scrolls?
bardic inspiration left?
I'd say there's tweezers
I
in there.
don't.
There's
What-
tweezers, so you can give Delta the tweezers to assist in grabbing the. They'll say you can roll that dex check with advantage. Then, you have a DC. The DC is 15, and you have a +4 or plus D4 from.
Guidance.
Sorry, can you
whenever-
repeat that? It cut out for me.
Sure, you have advantage from Flainth helping. You have
Mhm.
a to add from Harlow
Okay. So dexterity save, yeah?
with
No,
advantage.
that's roll.
With advantage.
Yeah,
It's
just
still
straight dex save. Straight dexterity. Sorry, not dex save. Straight dex.
Gotcha. I'll redo that.
Just look on the
Uh-huh.
word dexterity on the character sheet on the far left column.
Where's it gone? There we go. Ah, for fuck off.
Can we take that 22?
Good thing Bruce has 10 points to lay on hands.
Do-overs. Do-overs.
There are no
Delta had
do-overs.
amazing dexterity last time.
You did have such amazing dex. Hold on, why does your dex save has +8 to it?
Because my dex
Is that proficiency?
has
Yeah,
8.
proficiency.
Yeah.
You're not proficient. Oh, it is a straight dex. You know, it should have. It actually should have been a dex save because it was more of a straight saving throw. I'll take the 22.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I was right. I was wrong in saying it was it was a straight check. It's a saving throw.
Ha,
He
take that.
had
That's
Delta's
something.
life in the palm of his hand.
And I chose to save it because this is the death from this. The poison of this is everlasting, and you can't fucking change.
Amazing.
So 22, you reach down with general ease and pull out this bud.
Some bud.
It begins to slowly dull in color. It was a bright red with gold flecks. The red is beginning to dull.
Quick, give it to Flaith.
Yeah, just chuck it over to Flame.
That's right, hot potato.
What?
You do, Flaith.
Yeah. Flaith is going to try to catch that, and he's going to like put it into his herbalism kit right now, because I feel like he would have the potions, the one potion and one poultice that he was making out of the Aethelwas and Viridian.
So you've preserved them, but you have not started to make a potion yet.
Oh, true.
You have to preserve them. So you have alcohol essentially or oil.
Right.
You can choose one of those, or you could try to air dry it, which I would say with your basic nature knowledge, not going to happen with the way that the color is already dulling significantly.
Right. So yeah, definitely going to be trying to put that in like an oil and like helping preserve it that way.
Okay. You're putting the whole thing in oil?
I'm gonna cut it in half and try to like do do it in 4 different vials.
Okay.
I'm gonna do two with oil, 1 with alcohol, and 1 with just trying to grind it into a paste before putting it into the.
You drop the 2 in oil, you drop 1 in alcohol, and you drop 1 in. You use your mortar and pestle as part of your herbalism kit and grind it into a paste. That paste immediately essentially turns black and is useless. The oil begins to penetrate the flour and seems to kind of stop the dulling. May take some time to see. You drop in the alcohol, nothing, and it is instantly preserved.
Well, interesting.
Oh,
Next one.
Stoppers on the 3 vials that we currently have, and just kind of store them for now.
Okay. Would you like to
And
get
then-
more? Or are you just taking with that quarter piece?
Feel like we should take more to be safe.
if only someone had gentle repose.
Hmm.
Does Delphin have
Hold
gentle
on.
repose?
No, sadly not.
Oh.
Trying to think.
Bruce, yell
I
at
mean,
the
I think these
ground.
things are worth a buttload of money too.
Yeah, but we wouldn't be able to get them out of here.
Well,
Unless
how
we
much
were
equity
to-
do you have?
If I had any spells left, Harlow would mold earth just to pull up the ground.
Yeah.
Lance, you would know from your book that the bud is really the only thing that can survive outside of the plant.
Right.
As soon as anybody tries to remove the poison and store it or utilize it besides in the flour, it's absolutely useless. It does not work.
What do we have like right here on hand? Like, is the door open to the rest of the dungeon,
Yes.
or is the door still shut? Okay. Does anybody
Open.
remember how far back was that that scaffolding?
I wouldn't know without seeing the map.
Pulling it up right now, guys.
Because if the scaffolding is within some sort of range that we could safely get to it without like hurting ourselves, we could dismantle that scaffolding, create like a box to put some of the volcanic dirt into with one of these plants.
I was gonna say, are these things growing out of rock or out of the dirt?
It is hard packed earth.
Right.
Oh, we could potentially dig them up. Okay, that's what I was thinking too.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
This is how we beat the final boss, guys. We just throw the flowers at it.
You know, funny story. I was actually messaging both John and Ian during the fight with the Beholder, saying, "Dude, Flames needs to summon a mage hand, break off a piece of the freaking flower, and stab the Beholder with it."
Mm-hmm.
If only it were that easy.
If only it were
Yep.
that easy.
Yep.
I'm looking to see where that scaffolding was because I do not remember the scaffolding there.
I know it was down the hallway after the lightning trap. It was part of the loop that goes all the way around to the bottom.
For some reason, in my head, I was picturing a balcony.
The balcony was connected to the rope,
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
Oompa Loompa shit.
Yes, that's what I'm referencing.
I believe that was in room 3.
The balcony is in room 3. But you guys would know the balcony is stone. There's no scaffolding
Oh,
there.
darn.
It's
Never mind then.
stone.
So at this point, oh crud, what all do I have left? If anything.
If we had a sack or something, we could put the dirt in that flower.
Yeah,
Bless-
but that
Bless
the
you.
flower will cut
True.
through cloth.
Yeah.
That flower will cut through cloth and it would end up digging into somebody's back and killing them. We don't want that.
You sneeze. That was Marissa in the across the house.
Incredible.
Oh, that's quite funny.
Because she walks in and goes, "Bless me." I'm like, someone already did.
So good. That's so good.
Shit.
Okay, let's see.
Wow.
I mean, it would cut through a box,
Arguing
it wouldn't put
And
the flowers.
trying to figure out how to take this plant with you, a voice rings out from above your heads. What the hell are you doing here? How the fuck did you get into my house?
Sorry, what?
Excuse me, sir
House?
or madam.
Valen. You know,
Hello? I know that voice?
you know that voice.
Oh no.
Oh, whose voice is it?
Oh no.
Before Valen looks up, can Harlow do a quick perception?
Yeah.
And just you tell me, you text me if Valen should look.
Mhm.
Oh, that should not be with advantage.
No, it shouldn't. Redo.
I'll re-roll it.
How
Ooh,
far
I
away?
like that one.
How far away is this person's voice coming from?
Like
It's
15
22.
feet. They're looking down at the whole thing, so like they're like 5 feet tall. They're like 20 feet up. I guess their head is 20 feet up technically.
So it's a 22, Ian.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna say it over here. Yeah, Valen should look up.
Okay.
I feel like Flainth would get absolutely like super spooked from everything that's going on about this.
Valen is going to, like, slowly look up.
And
to see.
a smile bursts across a very familiar face as you see your wife staring down at you.
Shit, we exploded a hole in my wife's house.
Your wife's brand new house.
Wait. Where the beholder was?
It's not safe.
The basement
Oh,
appears
oh.
to have been next to Boulder's lair, which was a little creepy, but you know.
Hi, honey.
Wait, hold on, time out. I'm confused. Where we fought the beholder, that was their house?
Under.
No,
The
underneath.
the ceiling of the Beholder's lair was the floor of the basement of Valen's new house.
Oh, gotcha.
We may need to make a return trip here.
Shit.
So she just saw a fucking Pell shoot an arrow up so we can climb up.
No, she heard a clatter and then came to investigate.
And then saw an arrow. Okay.
And then tells Valen, "You look like shit.
Thanks.
This is worse than the gladiator fights. What the hell are you doing here? What the fuck is that?"
Mrs. Valen, this is all Valen's fault. I'm just playing. You know, we had nothing to do with this.
What was Valen's wife's name again?
Kirith.
Here.
Gareth?
Mrs.
Flaith
Valen.
looks at Valen and says, "Well, at least you'll never have to pay for heating."
Wait, not now.
Harlow looks at Kirith and goes, "Is everybody safe?"
Not anymore, really, because you blew a hole in my fucking house. You all look like shit. Okay, give me 1 second. It waves her hands in a circle and pushes out with them and casts mass healing word on you all.
God, I love that woman.
And you all heal for
Can we roll to see if Flaint gets attracted?
He better not.
No, no, no.
for 6 hit points.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
You rolled a
Uh,
fucking 1.
I did.
It's the
Is
thought that
is
counts.
she within us or within 5 feet of us now?
No, she is still standing above you. She's
Okay,
not
cool.
out of the hole.
There are
Are
so
you-
many feelings going around in Valen's mind right now.
Carlo goes, "Do you have a ladder?"
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Rope.
Like,
She
Let me
goes and you
rope.
hear some rustling, and the rope appears to be moving. That Pell shot. And she comes back. It's tied off to a pillar. Get your butts up here, and then we got to fix this hole.
Harlow goes, "Can it support, pointing myself and Bruce?"
Flaint slaps Harlow on
I'm not
the
taking
butt
the
and says,
opinion.
"Get your butt up there, bud. You're first."
can I just put this into perspective? Like,
Harlow should not be first. It should be Valen.
Valen just came back to life, realized that there is a hole in the ceiling, looks up and sees his wife, who he thought might be dead,
Uh-huh.
and also he has just come to the realization that he's destroyed his wife's new house.
I was
Sounds
really
about right.
hoping it was going to be your drunk uncle again.
Oh wow. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, when's the last time?
Yeah, where's Fenwin?
Yeah, when's the last time she saw Fenwin? I wonder.
It's Fredwin.
Fredwin.
And
Mr.
you
Tumnus.
ask her yourselves when you guys come and talk to her after you get out of the fucking dungeon.
We
Yeah.
like
Hey.
Fenwin.
Don't we need to get another bud?
She
I'm-
answers you.
We
Harlow,
gave you a bigger
that
basement.
big.
I'd be grateful.
You look thin. You look different from when I saw you last. Get your butt up here. And we'll get some food in you. Come on, boy.
Harlow looks at his stomach and just gently pokes it and goes,
Flaint is immediately crawling up at the rope at the mention of food.
Valen will clap Harlow on the back and say, "Don't worry, bud. She's an amazing cook."
Harlow goes, "As long as it's better than some of the cooks we had in the tribe, I'm good with that." And then immediately climbs up, hoping that this rope holds.
The rope hold. Harlow, again, you're not that big. You weigh like 300 pounds. You may be tall, but you are very thin. You are lithe.
I am 400 pounds, sir.
Okay. You've lost a bit of weight.
You had to give up something on the way back up from hell.
Okay.
What's that?
Valen's gonna climb up next.
Rounds up.
Harlow is immediately like looking around for the little girl.
He is just gonna hug the ever-loving shit out of his wife.
You hear a grunt. It's like, okay, I love you, baby. Get in. Hold on. Okay.
Is there a bucket of water?
No, there is not currently.
Because Harlow would like to spray Valen to get him off.
Unless you have the spell create water, there is nothing that you can do right now.
Well, he's gonna let go anyway.
Does everyone else make their way up?
Yes.
Yeah, Flainth was up before everyone else because mentioning
Flainth was up.
food.
Mm-hmm.
Harlow is looking around for Flaint's or for Valen's little girl just to make sure everyone is okay.
Her
And
name's
Flainth,
Ellie.
Flainth,
Ellie.
and Flainth is looking around for food.
As you all make your way up the stairs of the basement, Valen, I assume you're last.
Yes.
His pal's looking for the front door.
Hirith makes a quick, just flick of her fingers, and a complete floor apparates into being, closing off the pit.
King hell.
Sheriff has
Harlow
created
just looks
wood.
at her and goes, I could have done that. Just not now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not for another 8 hours, bud.
Harlow looks at Flainth and just goes, yes, thank you.
I do not think that you could have done this.
Mending?
No.
No,
Mending,
I was good at mending.
Mending and mold earth? Yeah, I could have.
mold earth would not have fixed it. Mold earth
No.
is loose earth, not stone. Hirith has just created a wall of stone completely insulating the bottom of the basement with 6 inches of stone.
I could have water walked on it, so there.
There's
Uh,
there's definitely some sort of joke that could have been made there, but
Mm-hmm. You are all now in Kirith's house. Technically Valen's house as well. You, Valen, and Kirith make your way upstairs. You see your friends rummaging through your wife's house, looking for food.
Hey guys, come on.
Flainth
she
doesn't
also
even look up and says, "Well, where is the food?"
Be patient.
As you say, be patient, little figure runs between Harlow's legs and jumps into your arms. Daddy! Daddy!
Valen is
Is there
trying
any-
very hard not to cry.
Is there
I'm
any
just
way
kidding.
that Flainth could take a picture, like a magical picture of this?
Sure as shit. What spells do you have?
I mean, I have 3 first level spell slots still.
How many sorcery points do you have?
1.
Burn all of those, and you have a magical picture.
Excellent.
You just see Flainth pull out an iPhone.
Yeah. As you you do that, and there is now, you can just put it in your inventory, just a magic photo of Valen and Ellie.
Like, hi, sweetie. And he kneels down and he pulls out the toy from Flaint's house. And he's like, look what Uncle Flaint's got you.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Flainth corrects and says that it was absolutely Valen that got that
Thanks. So cool. Remind me what that is again.
I feel like it was a rocking horse.
Yeah, it's like
Yes, it was. Okay.
a tiny.
Put it
rocking
down and
horse.
she hops on it immediately and is just rocking back and forth.
That is a very large object to pull out of his pocket.
It's in the bag of holding.
Valen is just like, I have so many questions to Kirith.
All right, well, I assume the first one is about the house.
Yeah.
Shithole we were living in before. And then suddenly, this bird came with a lot of money.
Oh, Movado.
First thought was getting Ellie to somewhere safe.
Harlow is just immediately like sitting down near Ellie, just like druid crafting just small puffs of wind to rock Ellie back and forth and just smiling.
She is giggling up a storm in the air. The puffs of wind are like blowing past her hair and making them float.
Because like he just misses his home and misses seeing like the little kids. Is just very homesick.
Ellie is just wants more. She's your tip. Ellie's how old again, Valen?
I think she's. Hang on. I have.
27.
I think. Hang on.
I thought she was like 6 or 7. But you can-
I think she's. I think she might be.
If not, they are now.
She might be 7. But
Okay.
do you know what's funny, John? You said 27. That's exactly how old Valen is.
That is really funny.
And Harlow's 120.
So that's where the house came from.
And Harlow is not making eye contact with you, Val, when that happens.
What else do you want to know?
Well, I take it that also answers if whether you got my letters or not. Because if they were sent to the other house, then of course you wouldn't have got.
No, unfortunately not. I'll have to hear about them when you have a moment, but
Which also means that you didn't get the sending stone either.
no.
That's okay. We can pick
I'll
them
run
up.
to the post office and see if they're holding anything for us. Of course, as you know, and she
But
kind of
also-
whispers to you, we have to be careful.
Yes. What's been happening while I've been gone? I've
We've
been
been-
so worried.
We've been using Uber Eats to get groceries delivered. The new thing you haven't heard about is where a donkey comes with a pack of food.
The donkey! Cool!
It's wonderful. You have to see it. It's fantastic. The donkey is Uber.
The donkey's name is Uber.
You pop your gold into his little pouch and he trots along and gives you food. Oh,
That sounds amazing.
have to see it.
Darling.
When's the last time Fredwin was by?
Oh god.
Oh, we haven't seen him since the old house.
Well, that was a
Thank God. Redwin.
whole thing with him.
Delta nudges Valen and just like whispers like, does she know about the whole, and like gestures to like her hands. Like,
think-
did we Did you tell her?
Well, if if I tried, it didn't get to her because of the whole just look, and he holds out his hands.
She does not respond. She is absolutely speechless.
It's a relatively long story. And I wasn't happy about it when he did, but Harlow took them.
She leans a little bit and says, "Who's Harlow?"
The
Big elephant.
the elephant dude.
Locks it up.
He's an
There we
elephant
go.
in the room. Yes. The elephant in the room.
She looks right at Harlow, walks right up to him, and just kisses him right on the cheek. And then slaps him across the face.
Yeah, that's about the same reaction that I had.
I know, but you're too kind. That's why you married me, dear. Okay. Well, we'll have plenty of time to meet your friends. I see you guys again. She does earmuffs on Ellie. You look like shit. Go rest. There's plenty of beds, plenty of room. We need to catch up.
It's nice to be home, if only for a little while.
I will say at this point, Flaith kind of he pokes his head out from around a cupboard door with an apple in his mouth.
Mhm.
And he goes, "What?" Then he pulls the apple out of his
Your
mouth and
mouth is
says,
full.
he pulls the apple out of his mouth and he goes, "Where's wash basin so he can wash up before bed?" Then
She-
puts some apple back in his mouth.
Kirith giggles a little. Says, "Where do you meet your friends, Valen?" Points to literally right below you, where there is a wash basin on the counter.
Flame kind of looks around. Then he starts washing up and then just kind of crawls underneath of the dining room table and goes to sleep.
Okay. That's a choice, Valen.
You get used
Harlow
to it.
goes, flanked. We don't sleep under the bed anymore or under the table.
Since you're now back, Harlow, you are kind of speechless yourself. Because Kirith has just walked up to you, kissed you on the cheek, and slapped the shit out of you. Because Valen told her about the tattoos. So you're a little bit speechless.
No, Harlow fully understands.
I said that's the exact same reaction that Valen had. If
Mm-hmm. And Kira said, "Well, that's why you married me, so I was the one that actually does it." Follow through, dear. Follow through.
In the back, I feel like in the back of Delta's head goes, he has to get pegged.
Oh no! Stealth
I have been
mission
saying
time.
this whole time.
Hey, John.
Mrs. Valen,
Yeah.
I
I
have
need-
a question.
no,
I need you guys to stop ruining my fucking roleplay. Because literally, I'm about to say the best line in the fucking game, and you guys.
Oh no. Ignore it. Pretend we never said it. Edit it out of
Here's-
the audio.
That's Ellie on the head. Says, "We'll have time to play later. It's time for bed. Give Daddy a kiss." Ellie kisses you and goes to bed. Surprisingly, without argument. She's actually a good kid. Who knew they exist?
oh,
Immersion
Okay.
broken.
Yeah, broken child actually. Grabs your hand, Valen, and says, "It's time," and leads you away.
I missed it. We cut out.
Give She grabs Valen's hand, says, "It's time," and leads him away, while turning back and giving the group.
Delta fully slaps Valen on the back, going, "Well done, lad. Well done, lad." As he gets led away.
As the bedroom
is-
closes, you just hear, "Today is gonna be the day."
No!
Meanwhile, you guys all hear like a
somehow
snoring
realized I'm
sound.
gonna peg you.
You guys all hear a very loud snoring from under the kitchen table.
I can't breathe.
Meg can't breathe, mostly because Valen has something in his ass. You have a great night's sleep. It is easy to find rest here in relative safety for the first time in a very long time.
So I assume that we're like all sharing like the guest bed.
Flanked from the table. There's couches, there's chairs, there are several beds. You guys all have find a place to sleep.
Is
You
there
have-
is there like a fire pit or like a fireplace?
There is, but there is a lit fire in it. Not sleeping.
No, Harlow, you can't go to their bedroom.
Pel's gonna put
Please don't.
a noise-making trap on the front door.
Okay, awesome.
Jingle her.
Harlow, I think Harlow sees that and goes, "Do we want to take turns?"
What the fuck is going on?
Someone is doing what, Harlow, is the question.
Oh!
Someone's in a hurricane or
Meg is-
something.
Meg is dying.
Meg is
That's
laughing a
right.
lot.
Valen is trying to catch their breath because it's been a long time since he's gotten something in the back door.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
basically.
Valen is just going, "Take it slow, take it slow, take it slow."
Remember to prep, guys. Prep's important.
The only thing the rest of you fall asleep. You've all completed a long rest. The only thing you hear,
Oh god.
you hear nothing. You hear nothing.
You're playing snoring.
I was about to say Ian's fucking nipples.
So, I feel like Harlow, before they all go to bed, Harlow talks to Paul just to try to see if they all understood what they all saw together.
Hold on. So we all heard Ian's nipples?
Yes.
You actually hear them moan out, "William."
Ha!
Moving on. Your long rest is completed. The morning is here. What would you like to do? You are in Terra. You have, as far as you know, received all of the components for your potion, Flainth, that could be
Yes.
used to heal the mother trees.
So
when we
we're
don't
back
get it,
to
what-
normal, all spells, everything.
You are fully
That's
rested,
what a long rest is, yeah.
back to full health, long rest. All spell slots are back. Yep, you've completed a long rest.
Not dying.
Can Delta go have to get those upgrades she was promised?
What upgrades? Go over
To her special weapon?
You can definitely go to a swordsmith and get upgrades to your weapon.
Flaint has to go and help with that, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Oh.
Harlow asks, well,
I think I'm
I
back.
don't know what Harlow
Yeah.
asked to wear
We hear-
gloves.
Meg.
Fucking hell.
are you sure that you're back, or is it your back that's back?
How's your spine?
Yeah,
Got that
the
lumbar
back is
going?
fine. What's below it is
Wrecked.
not.
I
Does
was
he
gonna
do
say,
lumbar exercises?
Kirith comes down the stairs just smoking a big ol' cigar.
Yeah, essentially. Meg, Delta, and Flainth are going to a swordsmith. Is there
Um,
what you want to do?
Why are they going to a swordsmith?
Delta's getting upgrades to her special weapon.
Oh, sick. I want to get upgrades.
Yeah, Pel's gonna go to the Hive Tavern.
I should probably still be careful though.
So, but does Harlow need gloves? Because the last pair he ripped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, can Harlow even go outside?
Because Valen gave him his gloves, and he ripped them.
You did.
Because Delta and I tried to buy them, but they didn't have any gloves his size.
Valen's just gonna shout to his wife like, babe, do we have any other gloves that will fit Harlow?
He just kind of looks and goes, "Hi."
You know what they say about big hands?
Harlow looks at you and goes, "No."
Tiny dick.
Harlow goes, "Oh, no."
Takes a big old drag on her cigar and says, I can make something for him.
Thank you.
Flames
So,
is going. You guys going to an enchanter?
Yeah, so first things first, how much of those gems exactly are left?
You have to do an investigation check to figure that out.
Okay. And then, because it's probably going to cost a bit of the money that's in the bag of holding.
Delta's got some cash too. Oh, but you are paying for it.
Well, I mean, it depends on how much it is and how much Flint is going to have to put himself into the hole. He might have to go back to selling himself on the streets.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Not sure if my system's just going slow.
There we go, 15.
Well,
You'd have 2,500 in diamonds left.
Okay.
Oof.
Is that a lot? I forget the currency.
It is you start the bag of gems that you got from the deck of many things originally in 50,000 gold and diamonds. You now have 2,500 gold.
Oh, damn. That's a lot of money gone.
Harlow goes,
Yes.
if you guys are going out, see if someone will buy these from, like, because Harlow in his inventory has 50 dragon scales and 4 dragon teeth.
Oh yes.
Hmm.
And then when you are also at if you see a blacksmith, see if he can work on this chain hook weapon that we took from that one guy from the pirate place.
I love
Okay.
how we're just saying all of this.
Harlow doesn't know what this weapon is. It's literally just a chain. There's like, it's like a reach chain hook thing because John doesn't know weapons.
Yeah. The chain hook thing.
Yeah.
Essentially, you're right.
Is it a kunai with chain?
Sure. I have no idea what that is.
It's called,
It's a
Well,
reference to
Yu-Gi-Oh, apparently.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's called the Mommy Come Here.
Oh, fuck you. Yes, it is essentially a kunai with chain.
Perfect.
What are we doing first? What are you guys doing first? Who's going where?
We should probably try to offload those dragon materials.
Did you guys just make a Yu-Gi-Oh reference?
You're just now catching it.
Just now.
I'm like, my dumb brain goes, oh, I want to know what this actually looks like. You fuckers.
Oh, bless you, John.
This was one of my favorite cards because I thought it looked so fucking badass. So
Yeah.
fuck you guys.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Chain and sickle. So you are going first to offload the dragon scales and teeth.
Yes.
Okay, so you go to the first blacksmith that you can find. Takes about an hour to get there. They start to haggle with you. How much are you trying to get for it?
I just want improvements on it so Harlow can have it as a backup.
You're talking about the kunai with chain.
Dragon
We're talking about
stuff, yeah.
offloading dragon stuff.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I'm gonna start high. It's dragon materials. It's not stuff that he's gonna be able to find readily, I'm assuming. So I'll ask for. Well, actually, I don't know how much that's really worth.
And what
So
color dragon was it again?
it was
Black.
black dragon scales and teeth. Did they get any anything else?
Their scales are 700 ZM.
What's ZM?
I don't know.
Mm-mm.
That's a zillion monies.
1 zillion monies, please.
Or is it zilch monies? Like no money.
Ah.
And how many of these dragon scales did we get?
50
I have 50.
Okay.
That's a lot of dragon scales.
Yeah, from the cum dragon.
Oh god.
Fuck off.
All hail the cum dragon.
Let's not do that.
Better
actually.
not bully
Let
him.
us go onto the boat.
Some people say, for full intact scales, it was 80 gold pieces.
Yeah, so you
So Flainth isn't going to necessarily know this, but he
No,
knows
he would
how
not.
much work went in. He knows how much work went into actually downing this dragon.
You were
And
a
for
you
carrying
thief.
these scales.
you worked really hard to get them off. That's right.
Yeah. Flainth worked the hardest out of everybody, considering he had to meet his father.
Mr. Peanut.
Mr. Peanut.
4,000.
Probably he's probably going to ask for probably 200, just because it's like 80 gold piece would be for one piece of armor that would be made from these things, right? Is that what you said?
No, you don't know.
Per scale is like 80, so it'd be 4,000.
But Flames wouldn't know that.
Right.
So the guy will give you the first offer. He's like 20 gold each.
20 gold each. All right. Flame's gonna try for 35 each.
Okay. Persuasion.
Let me pull out that plus 13. Just a second.
Mm-hmm. Luckily, your persuasion doesn't really matter much because he's never met you before. He has no reason to trust you. You rolled a
Right.
20.
What, do you think we stole them?
No, but he has no reason to. You're just a guy walking into a shop selling dragon scales.
Scales, dragon
Little-
scales.
God damn it,
God
Meg. I was
damn.
just about to sing it. Stealing my
Because-
punchlines.
35 doesn't leave me any wiggle room. You gotta leave me wiggle room. Okay.
True.
Wiggle, wiggle.
I'll do 26. I'll meet you halfway. 26. No more. I'm going to walk away. If You said no.
Flainth,
Is this
Flainth,
the gold and silver pawn shop? What's happening here?
so Flainth is going to
Unfortunately, Pell, you're not there to make the perception check.
Sharks, today I bring to you this wonderful
Oh.
idea.
Jesus, no. Flainth is going to leave 10 on the counter and say, I'll
Okay.
sell you these 10 for that 26. If you like the material, you like the how it works, I'll come back tomorrow and we'll renegotiate for the rest.
Okay. He scoops up the 10, gives you 260 gold.
Excellent. Pleasure doing business with you. He shakes his hand, or attempts to shake his hand.
Shakes your hand. Appreciate you. Anything else I can help you with?
Charms.
Flainth pulls out the kunai with chain, slaps it on the counter, and says, "What can you do to enhance this?"
Because it was like we broke it.
Yeah. Mhm.
So the kunai was separated from the chain.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm remember
And it
everything.
also smells a little bit of rotted flesh because the hand was in it.
Yes, it was.
Hand is still attached to it.
Okay, so here's what it was. It was a what you guys did was you took the hook hand off the pirate, and he had a essentially morning star with a very long chain. So it has spiked balls at the end of this chain, and like a very long chain attached to it.
Right.
I like the kunai better.
He will attach the hook to it, so it basically makes it a kunai with chain for 50 gold. And he will sharpen it and polish it, included in that 50 gold.
Flainth would try to haggle him to 43.
Okay. Persuasion check.
My system's being a touch slow.
You're good.
Oh!
Fuck yeah.
The DC for that was 25.
Well,
I-
I think I hit it.
He shakes your hand and says,
Dead.
You gave me good price on these here scales. I'll do it for you for 40.
Sounds good.
Give me 15 minutes. And he walks back into his smithy. You hear the clang of hammer on chain on metal. And 15 minutes later, he walks back out and he has a hook on the chain.
Excellent.
It's a straight melee weapon. Regular to hit. It has a reach of 10 feet. It does 1d8 plus 3 piercing damage. However, with the hook on it, you can, instead of dealing damage, you can attempt to pull them closer to you. If it makes a DC 15 strength save, and on a failed save, they fall to the ground and are prone.
Nice.
That is very cool.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you guys are doing with this blacksmith?
Flainth is going to hand all of the gold from that transaction, plus all of his gold that he has on him, to Delta. He's going to say, "Hey, take this stuff. Go see how much you can get from the enchanter, or what you can get the enchanter to do with your special weapon. I have an errand to run."
Well, that's not suspicious at all.
And he just kind of nopes out of there.
Okay.
And he slyly though, Delta can see Flaith pulling a slip of paper out of his pocket.
Don't
What
be
you got there,
suspicious.
Flank?
Don't be suspicious.
Just a person I want to go meet.
Who's the person?
Booty call.
Are we all at full HP now, by the way?
Yes, you are all at full HP.
Awesome.
Yeah,
All
Flaith
right.
is definitely just not trying to outright say that he met this person, but he's definitely just like be like, seriously, the enchanter should be right over that way, I think. And
Don't
I
forget,
gotta
Flank.
go.
I have a special weapon.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know you do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to borrow it.
Oh, I wasn't mentioning that. It was a threat.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Don't
just
worry.
realized I've been talking while muted, so no one heard me. I was
Oh,
trying to say,
John.
that's me. I was trying to say, how much money does Delta think they have on them right now?
I don't fucking know. And when I say that, I mean Penny doesn't fucking know.
Penny. That's why there's a spot for it on your character sheet.
I know, but as soon as you said the numbers, I forgot them immediately.
You know, for someone called Penny, you're not
Fuck off.
keeping track of money.
Damn.
So you got
Penny, I have a
200.
question. Has anyone ever gone up to you and go, Penny, for your thoughts?
Yeah, my fucking psychiatrist did.
Really?
Straight up.
Stop.
We also know Delta can't count, so I mean, it's not really their fault.
Penny, you have 260 gold from the dragon scales, minus 50 or minus 40 for the
Say minus 6, because Flaith does have 34 gold on him. Also, just flat. So
Oh, so okay, minus 6. So you have 204 gold to add to your character
Okay.
sheet.
So Delta has 4.
Delta, you head to the enchanter.
Oh, I
Okay.
would like to go. I would
That's-
like to go.
Fallon catches up to you,
Hi.
Hey,
Huffing
Fallon,
and
how's it
puffing.
pegging?
waddling.
How's the ass doing?
You
I
want to
think
do some
Elder
lumbar
too.
exercises?
I feel like it would be more of a I feel like they would slap Valen on the butt as he comes up and then asks.
Actually, yeah, probably. Is everyone joining in?
Yes.
I mean,
If
other
they
than-
found
other
I
than
was
Flaith.
going to see the Hive Tavern.
You're probably going to go meet with a hive.
Yes.
Okay. Delta, we're going to do yours first. You had
Okay.
first. You head to the enchanter. What enchantments specifically are you asking for your special weapon?
I had it written down. Hold on.
Growth and
I
enlargement.
believe it was glowing and then added psychic damage.
Yeah. So Delta walks in, pulls out the weapon, and just slaps it on the table. And it's just like, so.
You slap it down, it wiggles.
No, no.
And it's like,
And
look,
jiggles.
dude.
Oh,
Look,
it's
dude.
that weapon.
Look,
Yeah, that
person behind the counter. Like, can you make this glow? Psychic damage? Vibrate? I don't care. What can you do to this?
Oh my god. Before you see a very solid looking Asimar man, a stone Asimar, whose
Asimar.
rubbly face has just gone to a pale shade of granite.
What's wrong?
Okay. You want it to glow? Do you want it to be a permanent glow?
No. Like, it has to glow in the dark, you know? Like a
Right,
like a
but-
torch.
Like it's continuous, though. It doesn't ever stop glowing.
Only in like the dark.
Yeah, well, it would have to have I can't just make it glow in the dark. I
Oh,
can
yeah.
use charges to make it glow for like an hour at a time, or I can make it glow continuously.
Hmm.
The glow can be covered up by a sheath, I guess. My God.
We'll go with hour at a time.
Hour at a time. How many charges would you like?
3.
3 charges. Okay, and you want the light to be. It's just basic light and nothing else. Or do you want it to vibrate or psychic
Psychic damage will be fine.
damage? All right. On every hit, or do you want charges for that as well?
Charges.
How many charge psychic damage?
3.
It's already doing psychic damage.
Okay.
But it's psychic damage to us, not to.
Meta psychic damage.
I tell you what. I'm gonna make the glow continuous. It's a little bit easier on me. It's light, for God's sake, it's easy. Everything else, 2,100 gold.
Wow, that's a bit of a problem for me. Don't suppose you could go any lower?
Ooh, unfortunately, it will take several days of enchanting to really, get
Is there
this.
anything I could do to like help the enchantment go by, if you get me?
Saying this with a fucking dildo on the table?
Oh,
Shut up.
he looks
Yeah,
down and
that's
says,
another
"Ugh. Sorry, I don't swing that way. I don't take those
I
kind of favors."
No. I don't mean like for
Um,
me. If you need like a wing, woman, or like you need some like help getting out there, like a dating profile, anything like that would work.
I mean, do you have magic? Could you assist me? Would you want to be my assistant in this? I mean, I would take some money off of you for that, I guess. If you have magic, can you assist me?
Bless his heart.
I got spells, and I'm very persuasive.
Okay. It will take with your assistance, of course, it will take about a whole day. It will take less time, of course. Let me see. He pulls out an abacus, starts flipping things back and forth.
Abacus.
Yeah, it's a full-on abacus. Make a perception check for me, Delta.
Let me just check it's on normal. Yes. Okay. Perception.
Definitely doesn't know how to use an abacus. He's doing it to make him look smarter. He already has a
Oh,
price priced. It's all right for you. For continuous light, and for 3 charges of psychic damage, which will be reset every sunrise. 1,800 gold.
Yo.
I love him.
Stakes out his hand, and you can now help him. So let me see. Essentially, for a day, you're going to be assisting him with the rest of that. You're
Oh my god, girlies night.
you're going to burn.
Slay.
Have you burn both your spell slots?
Okay.
You're assisting. And I'm also going to say you can't use any cantrips
Okay.
with the rest of the day after it is complete, and the next day as well. So it's going to burn you 4 spell slots and your cantrip use for a day. Assisting him to enchant this weapon, this special weapon to glow in the dark, essentially glow at all
Weapon.
times. Weapon, dildo, this 6-foot-long hilted dildo. My God! And you can
So
those details
you
wherever
make
you'd like.
Delta a claymore dildo.
Yeah, essentially, I mean it's a long sword, but yeah, I believe it's technically a long sword.
Good God.
Otherwise, Delta would not be able to use it. Mr. Porksword. Fuck.
Best invention ever.
It's true.
Oh wow.
Do they get
That-
advantage if they hit someone from behind with?
You know what's
No.
gonna be
Anything else you
you know
wanted
We are
to
getting
do?
into uncharted territory now.
you know
Delta,
what's
is
gonna
there
be
anything else you wanted to do?
Give him a light hug if he wants it.
consent is key, besties.
If you would like a hug,
Consent
he can get a
is
hug.
key. He would appreciate a hug. And he
Good hug.
asks you. It's a little bit of a sidearm hug. He shakes your hand and says, "Well done, you have a knack for this." And leans in and whispers in your ear, "Bring me more of those if you find them. That was fucking great."
Done deal it will be.
Great. This could be all. We'll get rich this way. Side gigs for days.
Amazing. I love it. You're my new best friend.
Sorry, what's just happened?
He gives you a high five and sends you on your way.
He also
In the
like
meantime,
there was a saunters past the others with the smuggest fucking grin.
You know what's gonna be hilarious? Is when Valen hobbles up to the desk.
Oh god.
Valen, you're going up next.
He's gonna
Enter as well.
please don't make any assumptions. Okay.
Walking back stiff.
I'm gonna have him roll a perception check.
Yeah.
He's gonna try and
Insight,
walk as normal
insight.
as possible.
He doesn't even. He just thinks you walk weird
Thank you.
because that's a 2 on perception.
Excellent.
How can I help you?
Hold on. I feel like with a 2, he would be like, "My shoes are made of shoe."
He just thinks Valen walks weird. Valen didn't get pegged. Valen just walks weird. Can I get you a chair, you poor, poor man?
Please, I don't really want to sit down.
He might want a donut with that chair.
Down, he has hemorrhoids.
Okay, well, how can I help you? You don't want a chair? Let's go. I have business to attend to. Come on.
What can you what's the most that you can do with this sword for, say, 1,316 gold? Maybe a little bit more.
And what sword are you giving him?
Stormsinger.
Ooh, nice blade, nice blade. Let me see here. You do these modifications yourself?
Yes.
I can tell. Okay.
What's that supposed to mean?
Dear. Oh, dear boy. Let's see. Okay.
Bless you.
Unfortunately, with the modifications you've already made, there's very little I could do to it. The enchanting would kind of get in the way. You've kind of marked over all the areas where I would engrave the glyphs of enchantment. So I'm going to say nothing.
Cool. Awesome.
Go to a different one.
Make it glow in
Come
the
back
dark.
soon. No glow in the dark. Holes again. The holes.
The holes?
Yeah, you drilled the holes here in the crossguard. That's where I would put the glyphs for glowing.
Oh.
Can't do it anymore. Sorry.
Fuck. What about my armor?
You wear just traditional full plate, right?
Yeah.
What kind of enchantment would you like for that?
Well, I mean, like I said, what can you do for the money that I've got?
Oh, I could really. I mean, I can do anything. It's really what you would like, really. More than anything else, I could make you glow. I could perhaps increase the strength a little bit. That is very expensive, though, I must tell you.
How much?
Oh. Looks like it's just basic plate here. About 10,000 gold to move it up a level.
Really?
Fortunately, yes. Really, the basic enchantments are my specialty. Adding strength that quite a bit more involved. Takes much more time, more resources. Very, very expensive.
Can I insight check him on that price?
Yeah, absolutely.
Please roll good. Oh well.
What's
No,
your roll?
that seems about right. So that's a 6.
With this,
Um,
you he is being completely genuine. It really is expensive to enchant things in general.
mm,
Especially something like plate mail. To make it +1 plate mail would be it covers a lot of your body, so you would imagine it needs a lot of components to create the spell.
yeah.
Hey,
What?
Pell should have gone to this place.
You can be there if you'd like. Elle runs in, huffing and puffing.
What about resistances?
Good ideas.
Resistance is a little bit cheaper. What kind of what would you like to be resistant to?
Ooh.
Given the place that we were just in.
Corruption.
What?
I said corruption.
Corruption.
That would be more necrotic damage.
I would assume you're talking about the blight, and I have not figured out how to make that quite work yet, unfortunately. I could focus on fire, cold damage, force damage. Potentially, that one's tricky. Boy,
Sorry, wait, I genuinely need like clarification on the force damage
sure.
thing.
he's just saying that force damage could be trickier.
Okay.
His specialty is elemental damage. So
Okay.
Cool.
What about fire? Because
Fire damage?
just in a dormant volcano.
Okay. That's wild.
Not to mention that, other times that we have been downed have been due to fire damage, cold damage.
That's true.
Yeah, I think those are the only other times where fire damage, cold damage, and lightning damage, actually, now that I think about it, because the mansion, they were using lightning.
What was your budget again, young man?
1,316 gold, maybe a little bit more. That's a very
Don't-
soft maybe.
And don't forget that there is quite a bit of actual gold and platinum in the bag of holding, too.
There is. So.
Not a huge amount.
Less huge than it used to be.
Wide within your budget, we're looking at around 5,000 gold for resistances.
Hey,
It's something that needs to last. It's continuous enchantment. It has to keep up with itself.
hey guys, can I borrow like 3,700 gold?
How many gems do we have left?
2,500 in gems left.
No, I'm talking about. We do actually have like gold and platinum.
You do.
In the, yeah. How much of that do we have?
In the bagel holding, you have you recently added 6,000 gold and 850 plat.
Okay, so how
And
much is
what is it, 10
platinum
gold?
worth?
I mean, yeah, you guys have like 15,000 gold in there, something like that, and over 1,000 platinum,
Mm.
which is like another 10,000 gold.
So we have like enough, but
Yeah.
is there anything I can do to persuade you to knock that price down just a tad?
And he'll do anything.
I've told your friend
Or propositions?
I don't take that kind of bribe.
Who
Right.
said I was asking that? God, get your mind out of the gutter. I have a wife.
I get-
Honest.
Oh,
Who pegs him?
look at you waddling, William. Okay. Let me see.
Who is William?
William.
Prince of Pegging, John.
The Prince of Peck.
Oh.
It cut out, and I just heard like William, and I'm sitting there going, "What?"
The Prince of Pegging.
I thought he didn't notice.
He will also allow you to assist him, and you will knock 250 gold off, so it'll be 4,750.
Mm.
750 gold to enchant your armor as resistant to fire damage.
Okay. Deal.
Okay. Mark off 4,750 gold.
Minus
the sheet.
1,316.
Yeah.
So
This
much
is from-
math.
Fucking math, guys. Come on. Don't do math here.
What, 13 what?
13.
1316.
Computer, please. 1316, okay. That's 3434 gold from the bag.
Okay. 3434 out of the bag.
It's a nice number.
Mm-hmm. Plan.
Thank you. Pleasure doing business with you.
Thank you. It'll be about 2 days to get this done.
Uh-huh.
Even with your help. It is, again, quite difficult. Anyone else? Looking at the rest of the group, anybody else want to get anything enchanted or buy an enchanted item?
I'm gonna use this time to take a bathroom break.
Okay.
Harlow's not there, but if anyone sees anything for Harlow, that'd be cool.
Hell, are you on a
Pell, I was gonna say, Pell, walks up and takes off his trench coat and says, "I would like this to glow."
Doesn't it already glow?
It's beautiful, so it looks like it does, I think.
My dear, you are glowing in it. Okay.
Pell winks at him.
I love the
Contains
gay Ian art.
1,350 gold.
1350.
For continuous glowing, yes.
How bright will the glowing be?
A bright light within essentially it would be enchanting it with a light spell.
Okay.
But making it continuous because that light is a cantrip. So you shines a bright light within 20-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 20 feet. And
Okay.
you color it whatever color you want at the time of enchanting.
Yeah.
But it
Okay.
could not be again.
Are we cool with me borrowing from the bag as well?
I would also say though that because it's your coat, it would be a continuous enchantment. So if you're trying to hide with it on, it's glowing. You'd have disadvantage on all stealth checks.
What about if it's a clap on?
Unfortunately, I will give you inspiration for that, John. Unfortunately. However, that's not something that could be enchanted. You could enchant it with
Charged.
yeah, it could be with charges for cheaper.
Yeah, make it with charges.
Okay. How many charges would you like?
How long do they last?
It would be essentially a light spell, so it would be 1 hour until you chose to end it.
Okay. Yeah, probably 3 hours would be good. 3 charges.
So three charges.
Yeah.
You will do that for 750 gold.
Sweet. Yeah, that sounds like a
Okay. So you
good
can
deal.
your character sheet under your trench coat that it has 3 charges to cast the light cantrip.
Okay, sweet. Will do.
Anyone else want anything from the enchanter?
Well, Pel's gonna think of Harlow and look around and see if there's like an ever-filling pail of water or something.
We have the alchemy jug, but I
You
love
do have,
it.
yes, you do. There is an alchemy jug on the table.
Oh, there's an alchemy. We already have one there, right, John?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know it would be great? 2 alchemy jugs.
Make a wisdom check to see if Pel remembers that you have an alchemy jug.
That's a solid chance that at least I don't. So who knows what Pel does? Just a wisdom check.
Just a wisdom check. You do know that you have an alchemy jug. The DC was 12. There is absolutely a jug that can create 8 gallons of fresh water
Perfect.
single day.
Yeah, Pel's okay, guys. Look at this jug. It makes water. I think Harlow would like this.
Hello, I am returned.
If Flaint were there, he would be rubbing his temples. But Flaint is not there.
Flint is not there.
Is anybody with Pel and the enchanters?
Delta is there.
Valen and Delta should be.
Hello.
Delta are there.
He needs some help.
What's
Oh,
happening?
what? Pel
Pel
wants to
is
get,
looking
wants to
at
get Harlow.
getting Harlow an alchemy jug.
Yeah, because
What's that?
Harlow it's a jug that can be filled with that
But-
creates.
But Harlow already has one, is the problem.
And
But
Pel
Pel
doesn't
didn't
remember
remember
this.
that.
Yeah.
I'm lost because people are talking over each other. What's happening?
Pel is thinking of getting Harlow an alchemy jug because it makes water, and Harlow likes water. It's an ever-filling bucket of water, essentially.
But Harlow already has one, and
And
Pel
doesn't remember
forgot.
this.
Technically, the group has one. It's been in the bag of holding. Just Harlow takes it out whenever he wants.
Mhm.
I'll be honest, whatever they're doing is not my problem.
Okay. Delta's not paying attention. Valen, roll me a wisdom check to see if you remember if Harlow has an alchemy jug.
Am I so wise?
The DC is 12.
Pel wasn't.
Straight wisdom. Pel was not.
To be fair, Delta wouldn't have cared about this, considering they're in the process of making their special weapon glow.
Very
That's
true.
interesting.
This is 1 plus 2 here.
That is very interesting.
Oh, it might be due to my jack of all trades.
Oh
Could
yeah.
be-
probably.
yes. You do remember that Harlow does, in fact, have an alchemy jug.
Hey,
So Pel is still planning on getting this unless he has stopped.
Two is better than one?
Yeah. Double the water.
Harlow is just going to be collecting different alchemy jugs with different designs on them and everything. Are they collectibles?
Sorry, did
Meg, are
I
you stopping?
break up?
You did.
I didn't hear.
Okay. I did say, hey, Pell, I think Harlow's already got one of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't need to buy
Sorry,
him.
so you lost the sale.
Huh?
Yeah. This one's collectible. It's very nice. With you today.
What's the design on it?
Harlow, you're not there, but it is a jug. You guys see a jug that is covered with different spouts that all have corks in them.
Oh,
Is this the water thing?
yeah.
Or are we on to
Yes.
something else now?
No, that's the alchemy jug.
Okay, no. We don't need that. We don't need that.
I just rolled a dirty 20 as a persuasion check for fun. Has any impact on whether or not you buy it? I'll let you decide that, though. The shopkeeper is trying to convince you to buy it, and he rolled a dirty 20.
Hmm.
Can I try to convince Pell? The
Yeah,
opposite.
absolutely.
Does
Posing.
this alchemy jug have like a person in a swimsuit, and then when you flip it over, the swimsuit disappears?
I think
Like-
you're going to wait till you see it, Mr. Harlow.
Fallon will grab Pell by the shoulders, turn him to face him, and be like, no.
I'll allow intimidation or persuasion.
Ooh.
Well, they're both the same, but
I gotta roll
well,
wisdom for persuasion, right? A wisdom save, I think.
that's
I
a
don't know.
17.
And he rolled a dirty 20 to persuade Pell to buy it.
Oh no!
Pell, what would you
Players on
do?
our own.
It's more persuasion.
I'll let you make the decision, Tim. Your character. What does Pell do?
Hmm. 17.
How many 17s can we get in a row?
Yeah.
Quite a few, actually. Apparently.
Charles gonna look at it and say it is
Oh,
nice.
friend. 1,000 gold, my friend. These are quite rare. You can't get them everywhere.
How much gold?
1,000 only, and that's a special price for you because I'm making your little coat glow.
Well, sadly, Pell doesn't have 1,000 gold in him. Save you for the discount, though.
Well, then, fine. Leave. I'll get the coat. This is for someone better than you. I'll see you later. Delta, you stay and finish your you'll finish your special sword day.
For lethal
Valen,
weapon.
your god damn it, your lethal weapon. Valen will be ready in 2 days. And Hell, your coat will be ready when Delta's special sword is also ready.
Okay.
Anything else anybody wants to do? Hell, you said you wanted to go talk to the hive?
Yeah.
Okay, make your way to the hive.
I think I'm back.
You're back.
Hello.
Go back.
Hello. Oh my god. Okay, did Pell get scammed?
No. Pell was too
Oh.
poor to get scammed.
Hell was too poor for it, and the shopkeeper was upset.
Thank fuck for that.
It also was not collectible. It was the exact same fucking thing. They are literally all identical. You make your way to the hive's cave or the hive's hideout.
The hives.
Way inside the bar, make your way to the back room and down the spiral staircase, showing your tattoo. You are in the presence of the queen.
Hello, Queen.
Hell, welcome back.
Hey,
Good.
Queen.
McQueen.
If you do that again, I'm going to kill you, whoever that was.
Ciao.
We said no queen, no hey queens. We all signed the contract. I swear to God. Kill you all. Hell, what can I do you for?
Pell was. I came to report the status of our mission. We acquired the last plant we need to heal the mother trees, and we're going to make the potion, and I suppose head on to each tree individually.
Well, thank fuck for that. We've lost connection with. Sorry. Zooming. My Zoom's not working.
Uh-oh.
We've lost connection with Alvard completely. Haven't heard from them in several weeks. And every other hive base is struggling heavily.
Oh,
The blight is cutting off connections between every city. And if this is not done soon, we'll be wiped out. You need to get moving. What can we do to help you? Your success is the success of the world.
It could be useful, maybe possibly, if the hive could deliver the potion to different trees while we go to one ourselves.
I'll consider it, but
Hold on. Just so you know, Flaith would not trust anybody but us to do that.
Okay.
and the queen says, I don't really, unfortunately, trust our own members to be able to have the knowledge to do that the right way.
Okay. Thought that would be the case, but
Mhm.
felt it was a decent idea. Otherwise, I guess, is there anything we need, guys?
Are we all back together now?
No, Pell's with the hive.
Oh, just with the hive. Okay. Pell's alone then?
You're
I thought
alone.
Pell was there.
Would say that you would know. You'd be able to have had that discussion before with what the group would need
Okay.
prior to attending to the hive. So is there anything that the group needs that the hive could provide?
Harlow would probably like quietly ask like for extra protection for Valen's family.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice.
That would be very nice.
Yeah, one of the group members, in the team of Valen's family lives in town, and it would be useful to take worry of his family being harassed while he's gone off his mind. Help us get our mission done more efficiently.
Your friend is Valen, the old gladiator.
Yeah, and his wife, Kirith.
I heard he was banished. Is he back?
He got his banishing revoked, rescinded.
That's impossible.
You would
Yeah.
think so.
He had both exits.
You would think so, wouldn't you?
Nothing. That from a man.
Oh, what was that?
Well, come talk to an elephant, then we'll see.
She said nothing removes that from a man.
Well, the markings came off.
Okay, well, where does she live and who are we protecting her from?
Pell would describe where the house is
Mhm.
and say that she's been under threat from
Sinius Rockther.
Sidious. Yeah,
So essentially, Valen, your old house was right. Let me pop it on the map right here. Your old house was right here, kind of in a shady district of the Verton Shadows under Terra. And you guys going all throughout the Colosseum and underneath the Colosseum, your house is now here. Much larger, much closer to the edge and to the light.
Huh.
It is, you guys traveled for miles
wow.
over here.
Would you say we like 500,000 miles?
Don't you ever mock the Proclaimers to me again.
Da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. I love that fucking song so goddamn much. It's my family's wedding song. Not even kidding. We have a dance.
Aw.
It's
That's
incredible.
Wow.
Where was I?
the house.
John, I love your puns, but man, you're throwing me off today, dude. Oh,
Yeah, protection of Valen's family.
you are the king. So, protecting Valen's family, right? The queen is taken aback a little bit when you say the name Sinius Ractor. Him? Really? That's who Valen pissed off.
Yeah, it was Valen's patron when he was in the Colosseum, and now that Valen is no longer working the Colosseum for him, he is.
She
upset.
He pissed off the Vox Nobili.
The Whatchamahuja now?
The bourgeois in town.
The Vox Nobili, the voice of the nobles in the Senate. That's insane. I'll see what we can do, but the man has connections more than I can begin to imagine.
Bring up
Well,
that
If
he
it
might
helps,
be.
there is an escape path underneath the house.
There's a what underneath the house?
An escape path.
Tell her she might need to use it.
Bring up the whole thing with the guards too.
Oh, were we pissed off the guards?
No, where we got to interrogate Ractor.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, we had a minor scuffle with Sinius Ractor.
He lied through his fucking teeth the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I suppose Pelican filled in all the details. They kidnapped Valen's uncle and tried to extort us before, and then the guards came and we had a mini court. All in the quest to get the last plant.
We heard about that one. What can I even say? Obviously, the gods do not believe you. Again, he's the Vox Nobili of the Senate. You tried to tell them that he was bad. Didn't work, friend. Sorry.
All we could do was try. But anything you could do to keep Valen's family protected would be greatly appreciated.
She waves her hand, and a couple of people in the back of the room peel off a little bit. We'll keep an eye on the house and we'll send you a message if anything happens.
Speaking of which, would it be possible for you to give us a pair of sending stones so we could be informed if something happens?
Sure. And she gives you a pair. Or she gives you one and she'll hold on to the other one. With all that you're doing for the world at this time, it's the least I can do. This will go directly to me. And no one else. Only you should contact me. No one else. Do we understand each other?
Yes, Queen.
Yes, Queen.
He looks again into
like
the
a
crowd.
wink.
I told you again, I swear to fucking God. I will pimp slap the next bitch. You guys are killing me today. You get inspiration for that.
Who?
Valen gets inspiration for that.
Oh, yes, Slay.
I'm the one that said it.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone wants to do? Harlow, what are you doing?
No. Yeah. Bell's all done. He'll leave with the Queen. Same thing.
Harlow has been at the house taking care of Ellie because he doesn't have gloves and is hoping that his comrades remember to buy fucking gloves.
Oh no, we forgot
No.
gloves.
His wife was making some for you.
Oh,
Yeah,
Kirith
about
is
an hour
making
after
them.
everyone leaves, Kirith comes with some very well knitted, very tightly knitted gloves for you to wear.
now, like, do I need to do another like skill check again to see if I rip these ones or they fit?
No, they fit you perfectly. John, I just
Harlow hugs her and goes, "Thank you so much."
That's my wife.
She grabs you by the ear, pulls you down to eye level, and says, "You keep my boy safe. You understand me?"
Oh, my heart. My soul.
Harlow goes, "I promise."
Good boy. Now get out there. Burn the motherfucker down. Or whatever the hell it is you're doing. No one really told me anything.
So Harlow
Whatever.
sits back down and explains every fucking thing.
Right.
Harlow is there for another like 20 hours just explaining this.
Insert a SpongeBob cutscene. 3 days later. Valen, you have your armor. Everyone else has their magical items. Flamethrower ambulance, right?
Ambulance?
It's a magic item that Rex wants. I'll tell you whenever if you're not available right now. I'll tell you when you can hop on and.
Harlow is outside playing with Ellie and like being that fun uncle and like throwing her in the air and catching her.
Adorable. Here's the thing, after you spend 3 days telling her everything, Kirith is a little less than pleased.
Uh-oh.
It's that meme from like Sunny in Philadelphia where like the whiteboard and the algorithms and just like
Yeah, the Charlie Daniels thing.
yes.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what Harlow
I
did.
love that mailroom episode. It's great.
Is there like an air when Valen walks into the room? Like, am I gonna get yelled at?
No, you just walk into the house and you see that Harlow is writing on every single wall.
Not the new walls.
It's okay, honey. I have paint.
Okay.
You for not telling me what happened. My God, this is insane. Okay.
And then we haven't even gotten to the part about the giving therapy to the Manticore thing. Well, you
Jeez.
saw that, but like
I
we gotta
did. My
explain
Yeah,
it.
she watched that.
Kirith is just sitting in one of the chairs, just copious notes.
Then make sure you're ready for this because this is gonna be on the exam.
Valen leans into Harlow and like whispers, "Please don't tell me that you told her that I died twice."
What?
Oh, Harlow like covers Valen's ears and goes, rip out pages 7 pages 7 and 12 then.
So you
While all
did.
this is happening, Flaint
No,
is
Valen didn't hear that.
No, I didn't do that at all.
while all of this is
Weird.
happening, Flaint
Uh-huh.
is trying to find that scribe.
Okay,
You know the one.
I know the one. You have
Just
the
describe them to me.
But
you find their home. They live on the bottom level of Terra. They live in Clarion's Foot. And they live about here. So relatively close to Valen's house, actually.
neighbor.
I mean, it's like
Uh,
4 miles away, but yeah, neighbor.
and Flaint is going
That's a
to
make-
he's going to essentially use this as like a therapy session type thing where he's just talking with them and like befriending them and getting to know them. Nothing sexual.
Okay. They are very interested. You guys walk to the closest little tea room, which there are several nearby. You sit, talk, and just get to know each other a little bit, which is something that Flame has never really done before, and it is a refreshing and slightly terrifying, but really enriching new experience for getting this
Oh,
personal bond with somebody that you've not fought with, that you've never shed blood with, or spent a significant amount of time with, but you're really just getting to know somebody on a deep emotional level. You feel a closer connection than you ever even had with Dusel. There's this person who raised you didn't seem to know you as well as this person you met a couple months ago for 15 minutes, and now you're getting to know over tea and cookies. Wonderful. You spend the day with them, just talking.
Yes, and then
Tea house to tea house and night at a little bar.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Sorry, my computer just shut down for something. You guys, you end the night at a little bar. You bounce around from tea house to tea house and little coffee shop to little coffee shop. And end the night with a glass of wine if you so choose.
Sure.
I just got serious deja vu.
I'm back.
Is there anything else you want to do with them, Flainth?
Before leaving them for the night, Flainth is going to tell them how great of a time he had, and he's going to say, "I hope to see you again soon," and before turning and starting to walk away.
Everyone say good night, Marissa.
Good night,
night,
Marissa.
Good night.
They turn you around. They grasp you on the shoulder, not aggressively, but just in a friendly way, and says, "It was great to get to know you too. It was refreshing to have a conversation with somebody for once. We should do this again soon. You know where I live. Swing by when you're back in town, and we can do this again."
Plan on it.
Thank you. They lean in and give you a little kiss on the cheek.
Wow, 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 wow.
Wow, chicka bow wow, chicka bow wow.
Flint does like turn red a little bit, and then he walks away and goes and rejoins the group.
Do we notice that Flint is blushing?
It's a 4-mile walk back to Kirith's house. No.
We just
Okay.
see a bright red all the way.
Is there anything else you want to do on your way back? You do pass by the enchanters. If you would like to put in an order for your special magic item.
Lance got a dildo too.
Or ambulance, I believe you're called it.
Ambulance.
Oh, you're muted, by the way. You're trying to talk, Rex.
Maybe not. That's okay. Is there anything else anybody wanted to do for your first full day in Terra?
Harlow wants to go to the church where Dragonvor is.
Ew.
That
Sounds
is
like a bad
on
idea.
level
The top
3
level.
Terra. You make your way up there. It takes you a long fucking time to get up there. The streets are not crowded. The streets are empty and devoid of essentially the citizens of Terra who are focused mainly on survival at this time.
I forgot about this. Sorry, y'all.
This is the
It's like the
busiest
Church of Orin,
area.
right?
This is the busiest area of Terra right now, as the Legion's HQ is bustling with people. You see, all the Legionnaires typically look fairly similar. They have fairly regimented haircuts and styles, and are generally similar age, except for the higher ranking officers are typically a little bit older. However, right now you see the widest variety of ages parading through the grounds possible. There are 80-year-old men, 80-year-old women, all the way down to 15-year-old kids. Way too young to be a proper legionnaire, but they are running errands. They are working for the legions. It seems almost most of the citizenry of Terra is on this level at this time, either at the academy studying and learning and bolstering any kind of magic ability that they may have, or practicing fighting in the Legion HQ. The temple district is essentially empty except for some priests. And the Temple of Etune is dark.
Also, Dragonvor was in charge of the Temple of Etune.
Yes, the goddess of nature. He was the high priest.
Is it dark and closed or just dark?
Do you approach and try to enter?
Harlow right now is just kind of near the entrance of it and just kind of observing it at first.
Okay. You are stopped. You there? What are you doing? This area is closed. 3 legionnaires walk up to you.
Harlow just explains that I was one of the ones who got caught in the fight with Dragonvor. and I'm just trying to understand where I went wrong and where I went wrong with my clan where I'm from.
Most of us were caught in that fight, boy. All of Terra is now caught in that fight. There's
I
nothing
know.
to see there. There's nothing left here. The temple has been stripped.
Please,
We
can
prayed to Atune to send us a new guardian, but she is yet to answer.
you can tell me no, and that's fine. All I'm asking is just to go in there and just understand.
Give me a straight persuasion check.
I'm not going to guide myself on that.
Whoa!
Fuck me, running.
Hold a flank
What?
roll, baby!
27?
How does Harlow plus 11?
Because Harlow's been reading that Charisma for Dummies.
Crazy.
They all look at you and say, I said that the DC for that was 25, by the way. Because why the fuck would they want you in there at all? With us watching, we'll say it's okay. And they all three of them light torches and they escort you inside.
And then Harlow even shows them that he's not doing anything like physical or anything, and like hands them all like his weapon.
Their hands are full. I could say you'd lay them at the entryway.
Can I lay them at the altar?
Absolutely, you can.
Or at least what is left of what it would be?
The altar is still there. The building is essentially intact. It's just empty. There's no there's no presence of a goddess here really anymore. That it seems it's cold and dark, except for the torches that they have lit.
And like the scripture, pictures, and paintings have been torn down and things like that, or like
No, because there's still worship of the goddess Atune. There's no blame of her for her high priest actions. It's more just there is nobody to lead the worship at this time. So the temple is currently dark, and they're also still investigating Dragonvor, looking through any personal belongings that he may have left to try to find a reason for what happened, you know.
so. Harlow is again going to ask and go to the guards and go, if it is okay with you, I would like to leave an offering for Atune and sit here and try to absorb and just information, if that's okay, and just trying to connect with any information that I can.
Well, hurry up. We don't have long here.
Thank you.
You're
And
lingering
so-
longer than you'd like.
Harlow, after leaving the Guardian's glaive at the altar, Harlow is going to use plant growth.
Okay.
And it's more of like Harlow is literally just blooming like a small mother tree. Like a
Okay.
table-sized mother tree.
You're trying to bloom a what size mother tree?
Like just like a lamp, like a table size, like a lamp size, like mother tree. Like a little bonsai tree.
You can, yeah, I can let you use an action to No, it doesn't. I will let you use an action to do that. But it just creates essentially a tree, not a mother tree. It can
Mhm.
emulate a mother tree, but it does not have the properties of a mother tree.
Right. I'm just saying, like, it's in its image.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is it just Harlow in there?
At this time, yes.
I don't know if I told you guys I would be going there.
Yeah,
I
we
do
were
not.
all in the district, but I think, right? Or no?
You, Harlow's got his gloves and kind of went as you guys were shopping,
Okay, that's fine.
I believe.
And so Harlow then is just going to pray and just see if he can connect with Movado, but not expecting Movado to answer. Just reaching out and goes, "My friend, I miss you. This thing is bigger than I ever thought it would be. And I have seen my world end too many times.
Mm-hmm.
I would be wrong to say that I'm not scared, but I know you are with me through this journey, and that you and Mother's blessing is supporting me through this and walking with me. Please know I am continuing this journey and will make you proud."
As you finish that and reach your spirit, your mind out to Movado, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
A con save?
Con save, yes. What reaches back out to you is not the spirit of Movado that you're used to.
What?
It is a stricken, bloated, disgusting thing that feels like just slime is dripping through your mind. Movado, what is not Movado's voice and personality reaches out to you, and it is just a scream of pain. You take 10 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Do I recognize this scream?
No. Well, no, you would not recognize a scream. With your, you have 22 natural perception, right?
Yes.
It
Yes.
is hauntingly familiar to the victory scream of the demon that erupted from the Mother Tree's cage in hell.
Okay.
Ooh.
Harlow's definitely gonna flinch at that, but like sit there with it a little bit and just kind of observe and just say thank you, and stands up, bows one more time at the altar. Ree picks up the glaive and turns to the guards and says, I'm ready to leave."
No one has left a blessing for Atune in a long time. Thank you for your respect. And they turn and march out with you. Is there anything else Harlow wants to do?
You said there were other high priests.
Yeah, there's a high priest of each temple.
What would you say is like the temples to like here and here?
The temple here and here?
This one and this one. The two
Okay.
closest to Atune.
Let me see here. So we have the north and south. The north is Vulcan, and the south is Orin. And we have Noer, who is the oracle goddess here. We have Cisseus here, the god of trade.
Cisseus was here. Which one was here, you said?
Noer,
Okay.
Noher is the oracle goddess. We have Ulnos, the goddess of death and chaos. We have Phaesin, the goddess of the sea. And we have Karos, god of trickery and misfortune.
I am going to
I'm
go.
sorry. Vulcan and Orin actually share a
Yeah, I think there was one too few.
they share a temple because they are partners. This is actually Mandri, goddess of sun and moon.
Thank you. Harlow is going to see if he can find the high priest of Vulcan.
Okay, so you go here. They are, unfortunately, I do not have my list of names. That is in Jack's room, and he is asleep.
It is Billy Ray Cyrus.
They do actually have a name, but they are there, and they are leading a worship service. It is fairly easy to identify them. They have, as all priests of Vulcan do, necklace with a everlasting real flame on it. But he also has a kind of golden circlet around his neck that appears to be flame as well.
Harlow is not going to interrupt. Harlow is going to quietly join in the back and just observe and try to be a part of this and just understand. And then when it's done, if the high priest has a second, talk to him.
Okay. It takes about an hour for the service to end. It appears you were just joining at the beginning of it. Words are spoken. No real sacrifices are made per se, but there are certain kind of traditions that are observed with the worship of any god or goddess that are observed with Vulcan. After the service, he blesses the crowd and sends them on their way, and is standing near the altar, so you can approach him.
High priest, I do not mean to take up your time. I am just looking for answers and just wondering if you can help me, high priest.
Yes, son?
My name is Harlow. I am from the Broken Lands. I am finishing and completing my journey to be the Magi of my tribe. Myself and my compatriots, my friends, we came here first to talk to the high priest at the time, Dragonvor of Atune, because we are looking for answers on the Mother Tree. And quickly thereafter, we were engaged in that encounter with him. And I'm terribly sorry of all the things that have happened. But we don't understand why and like how he became infixed in all of this. Do you know anything or anything that we can do in this situation?
Well, it's a very sensitive topic around here right now, of course.
And I really do apologize that, and I understand that, and I am not one to bring up difficult issues out in public.
Well, unfortunately, I did not know the man that well. He, did not really gather in the same groups, if you will. For the mother trees, I really don't know what you're speaking about at all.
But for him to be the high priest of Atune, the goddess of nature, and the well-being of the land, it's just, how can he support this blight that's is occurring?
It's one of the many things we're working on right now. I would be, I'm sure Atune regrets appointing him as our high priestess or high priest, but really, how anybody could support this is beyond any of us. We don't. All of us priests have gathered together and prayed to all of our deities, and no answers are coming. We have to figure this out one for ourselves, apparently.
Are you saying that the gods are not talking?
They may be talking, but maybe in their own ways.
Okay. Well, please, we are doing what we can to slow down or stop, if possible, what is going on. We don't know what it's going to take, but we are trying to do this in the ways of best interest of not only ourselves, but of the people in our homes, in our communities that we care for. And I needed to let you know that.
Well, it's not me you need to tell. You're working against. What have you? What do you know?
Say that again, Ian.
He says, "Well, what do you know? It's not me you need to tell. That you're working against the blight. I mean, everyone is working against the blight. What have you found out? Is there anything new? You've been out in the world amongst it."
Harlow, in the quickest way possible, tries to explain like the mother trees, like the idea of the mother, and how like the mother trees have been here before time, and like how they've blessed the land and protected the land.
Mm-hmm.
And tries to explain what his tribe does for his tree and things like that.
Okay, John, I need you to answer this as honestly as possible without thinking about any kind of implications. In Harlow's explanation of the mother trees, does he mention Ovidheim?
Does he mention what?
Ovidheim, the home of the elves.
I don't know if he does.
In the Umbrawood. Would he mention that to this priest in going through an explanation?
I would say no, because that's not his place to say. That would be Ed's place to talk about their home. He can only talk about the home that he knows.
Okay. So you focus on the Broken Hills.
Yes.
Okay. In doing so, he takes in everything you said and stands there and seems to process for a little bit. And he claps his hands together in front of his chest and says, "Well, my son, again, it's not me who you need to tell." And he looks to your right and looks to your left.
You say that whole statement again. I'm sorry, you cut out.
He claps his hands together and says, "Well, boy, as I told you, it's not me who you need to tell all this to." And he looks to your right and he looks to your left. With your 22 natural perception, you are surrounded by legionnaires whose armor is very different to the traditional legionnaires that you have seen patrolling the city so far.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have lightning bolts on them?
They very much do.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It's the SS.
God damn it, Tim. Uh-oh, it's the fuck off, man. Oh, it's not the fucking SS.
Secret
They
security.
have
Are they
on
the
their
Lightning Queens?
I hate you all so much.
Do they get
On
bound?
their cloaks are black with 2 red spears, a wreath of olive leaves, and a gold outlined eagle with a 7-pointed star, an 8-pointed star rising above it.
That's not one of the images of the Pantheons.
No,
Yeah,
it is
I
not.
mean, well, the star is.
The star is.
Yeah.
But the rest of it is not. You do not know who these people are. The lead one, who has a centurion's crest on their helmet, says, "Come, time to gather your friends. Show us where they are."
Shite.
And you are grabbed forcefully and led down to where Kira's house is.
No.
The rest of you are collected. Kirith and
Arlo
Ellie are
does not say where everyone else is.
okay.
Because it was just Arlo who went.
It was just Harlow who went. I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please. You are in the zone of truth.
I'm going to use inspiration.
Okay. $16 does fail still.
Still?
16 fails. You are in the zone of truth.
You cannot lie.
You cannot lie. They are only asking you where your friends are.
You could pull a Sinius Raxer on them.
Harlow thinks about it.
You can also just not say anything.
You could not say anything, but they might do other things to you as well.
They pull out a special weapon.
I have many friends across this land. Probably one of my greatest friends was the one who sacrificed his life for us. His name was Fig. Seinfeld. He
Sprig, not Fig.
he is
You
joining-
just called him Fig.
I said Sprig.
It's not like you said Fig. I'm like, Fig's your horse.
I heard fig too.
Sorry. One of the other guys in our D&D campaign named himself Fig Newton.
I love him.
So, yes, Sprig. And goes, unfortunately, he passed away in that encounter and has joined with guarding the mother tree in my home.
Where are your friends here?
Technically, does he know?
In Terra.
I believe they would be in Terra.
John, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
They could use the text thoughts or something.
Am I still in the zone of truth?
You are still in the zone of truth. Counterspell.
Counterspell, dispel magic.
Mm-hmm. The zone of truth is still active. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Is this anything I'm being charmed?
No.
Or frightened?
No. They ask you again, where are your friends?
In Terra.
Somebody walks up to the guard and whispers in his ear. Sorry, their ear. And they smile. Come. And they begin marching downwards. This large group of guards, the black cloaks, with the eagle emblazoned on them,
They just
march
left.
down, all the way down, all the way to Kira's house, and collect all your friends.
Oh fuck.
In that
But are we
second,
there?
the second they get there, Harlow, let me find it.
Did they bring Harlow?
They did.
Okay.
But also, is everybody actually still back there already? Or are we all out running our errands?
By this time, with the amount of time that Harlow spent getting up there, praying, interacting with each temple, you guys would have been all back there.
I was going to say
Actually,
that
hold on,
Van would have
Ian.
spent his time with Kirith anyway.
Yes. Yes, John.
Ian, Harlow wants to do this before any of it happened. Because Harlow, as a druid, can mentally talk to animals.
Okay. Roll me a
And-
d20. Roll me a straight d20, and we'll see if you can even see a small animal within range. Okay. It was 15 or above. I was gonna say you could see something.
Okay, so let's say it's like a squirrel. Okay.
Sure.
Um,
What level do you cast a spell at? That doesn't even matter. So you just cast a spell. What are you telling them to look for? It is a general description.
mm-hmm. So I'm gonna, if you will allow me, I will do at higher levels so I can give a better description.
It doesn't. Higher level does not let you give a better description.
Right.
Just increases the length of the spell.
Mm-hmm. So I was more of just like trying to say like find flaint, like the description of flaint, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then telling them to grab everybody and run.
And we're retconning this. You want to retcon a little bit and say that you did this before the guards came up to you.
The second the guy like clasped his hands and then like looked around, Harlow knew shit was gonna go down.
Okay. I'll allow it. I will allow that. I'll let that. Yeah.
Okay, so what's happening?
What I would need you to. What and you're saying run.
Yes. Grab everybody, run.
They also been cast on you and they begin marching down. The beast can travel about 50 miles per 24 hours. You do a little bit of math. That's like essentially 2 miles an hour.
Yeah, about. That's slower than walking speed.
Yeah, that's unfortunately very,
Yeah.
very slow.
That's how fast I walk.
Mood.
Preach, brother. You, upon marching down to Kirith's house, you do pass the squirrel on the way.
What?
2 miles an
You
hour.
only-
Very fast.
You only can go 2 miles an hour, which is slower than walking speed.
Slow scroll.
I love the idea, but unfortunately, it's too slow. You arrive here. They knock on the door. Kirith answers, recognizes the uniform, steps aside, and the rest of you are collected. The door is closed behind the group. All of these guards pile into Kirith's house. And visibility.
Are they like being aggressive about it?
They are not necessarily being that aggressive about it. Valen, you do recognize this uniform, though.
That's even
Harlow,
slower.
I do.
For ground animals, it's only 25 miles per hour. Or 25 miles, or 1 mile per hour.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's crazy.
Wait, I do recognize this uniform.
Of course, you've lived in Terra your entire life. This is the personal guard of the Emperor and Empress.
Oh shit! What have we done?
All of you.
So to the basement and break the floor.
All of you. No, all of you have been gathered.
The floor. It's like no.
All of you have been gathered, and the group of guards casts invisibility upon all of you, and again instructs Kirith to open the door and pretend she's airing out the house as they march you outside and
Pal
back
turns.
Okay. There is a slight glow emanating from the
That's a weird
darkness.
light.
A very weird light. And they march you to an area of Terra that you have never been. Oh, that's what I did. I remember now. God damn it.
The topper floor.
The topper floor. That's the point of the fucking mountain is Temple of Vulcan.
That makes sense.
I forgot. Sorry. So you've seen this area before, Harlow?
We've
But you've
been up
never
there
been
once.
there. You've been up there before, but you've never been to the Jeweled Palace, which is where you are now being led. You enter the Temple of Vulcan. There is a winding staircase in the middle of the green field in the Temple District that winds all the way up to this floating, essentially, point of island.
Harlow
above-
is going to
yeah.
say, if you are bringing us to the Emperor, this is Harlow as an Emperor saying, I demand to talk to the Emperor personally.
They do not answer you and just continue marching you through the streets and up into the Jeweled Palace. You are brought into a large throne room and placed on your knees before the Emperor and Empress of Terra.
Yeah, we've met the Emperor and Empress before.
Yes, we have.
You've been crowned by them before. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So we're cool.
Was I there
Wait,
for that?
Yes,
Yeah, it was after your fight and
The
the
we're still disguised.
yes, you were
Ah.
disguised.
So I wasn't there for that, but I was there for that.
Mhm. Well, the Emperor and Empress both stand up at the same time. Most of you look familiar to us. And I've heard you've been fighting the Blight. Tell us all you can. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Fuck. I thought we'd pissed them off.
We haven't left
No.
just yet. So.
What makes you think that?
Uh-oh.
Harlow was about ready to kill all those guards.